Yo, what's up, team? Welcome back to J3 Entertainment. You guys know what time it is.
It's review time, y'all.
Yes, it is, brothers. And what we're reviewing today.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle, one of the last films of the summer, baby.
Yes.
Oh, man.
It's finally here.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it.
We here.
Man, what a ride.
It was a ride.
It was the summer hit. I'm going to say, in the beginning of June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some misses, but we had some wins.
Yeah, we did.
And we kind of low-key ending with this one. I think after this one is Gran Turismo.
Right.
Yeah.
So then, yeah. And then we be complete with the summer.
Crazy.
All
Man,
right.
sounds good, man. September, October, here we come.
Some movie that I think we all been kind of like in the air with. Like, I want to see what it's about. You know what I mean? If you guys took a look at our trailer reactions, just to give you a little rundown. First trailer was very interested in it. Second trailer, we was kind of like, I don't know, whatever. We'll see. We're gonna go pay and go see what they bring us to the table, and we did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went and go watch Blue Beetle.
We did.
Yes, we did.
And I can't wait to talk about this movie
Absolutely.
Right,
100%.
because watching the trailer and watching the movie, some things felt different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it should.
So that's the beautiful thing about doing this review. Now, gentlemen, are you ready to get into this review?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Before I get into this review, let me explain some things to the newcomers in this building with us. First thing first, if you guys are coming for ultra hype review based on this movie or a super negative review based on this movie, this review is not for you. So I advise you probably to walk away because you're not going to get that. You're going to get an honest, down the middle review because that's when we talk about the good. We talk about the bad. Then we go ahead and give you guys the gray.
There it is.
This is also a non-spoiler review. So please do not come in the chat spoiling the end credits, spoiling anything of the movie unless this review has been up more than 2 weeks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then at that point, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because then you had time to see it.
Yeah, time to see it. Gentlemen,
Yes.
are you guys ready?
Let the games begin.
Grab your scarabs. Let's see if it works. All right.
Let's do it.
Yep.
And we're off. No, all right. Let's get into the good, y'all. C, bring us on in.
All right, man. I've said from day one, I was coming to see this movie for one reason and one reason only. I wanted to see the suit and what the action would be like for this movie, and I got that. With the things that they did with the suit were impressive,
You ain't
especially
lying.
for a first outing.
That Mach 4, that was
Right?
hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was hot.
Right? The way that the suit formed on him and merged with him, like, you know, I said this in the trailer reaction. It looked kind of like a face hugger in the beginning, but it was dope. Like, see the interaction and how the suit the Scarab merged with his body. I like that, and it made a lot of sense. The weapon selection was dope. The fight scenes with the Blue Beetle were tight, man. So all in all, I gotta say I was not disappointed when it came down to the suit.
Okay, bet. For me, one thing that I liked about the movie and just in general was that we got a new character. I'm a big DC fan, so when you're able to see a new character that you read or saw on mainstream media, cartoons, and movies and things like that, and you finally get a chance to see this character come to life, is always a breath of fresh air because that means we're moving in the right direction. We're bringing more to the table. You know what I mean? Because there's fans all over the world for different type of characters, and just seeing Blue Beetle interact with his abilities, him and Jaime talking to each other, was really a breath of fresh air because it was like, yo, okay, they did that. They
Yeah.
gave us something new. And I always love that because that allows the imagination to grow. That gives the potential for more movies to come and allowing them to see like, hey, this can happen, this can work. So that's my first like about that. My second like, I'll have to say, I enjoyed the music. The music selection works well with the movie. With the idea of the culture, the fight scenes, the music selection works. It never lost a beat when it came to that music. The music actually uplifted. There it is. Uplifted the scenes for me. Really enjoyed that part of the movie.
Okay. I must say the movie does a good job of focusing on Blue Beetle and the family without having outside interference of reminding us that this is part of a universe. I like that because it kind of went back to basics, making it feel like it was new for the first time again. We get so spoiled and oversaturated with, hey, here's this. Hey, this is, get ready for the next movie. Here's hidden Easter eggs. And it wasn't none of that. It was just a contained movie. And it kind of felt like a one-off. And I thought that was cool going in that they focused on Blue Beetle. So that's a big positive, especially with a new character coming in.
Yeah.
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 You got any more good?
Nope.
Okay. For me, I'll have to say I was a little bit off on this. Not totally, but I was a little off. I thought a lot of the acting was much better than I assumed it was going to be, and that's a plus. Because when you watch a trailer, you're like, I don't know, man, But I will say a couple characters stole the show for me. I was really shocked. Like I was like, okay, all right, you won me with that one. Good. And I have to say, I really enjoyed George Lopez in here. I didn't think he was going to be that. I don't want to use the word epic. I didn't think he was going to be as impactful as he was in the movie. I thought he was going to be just a character, just here saying stupid things, but they brought him to life. I think he became more importance than even Blue Beetle. Like the uncle was like really like the glue, and I really enjoyed that part. I understand certain elements of it, but for me, the uncle and the grandma, and I know you want to talk about it because that was one of your characters, so I'm going to stay off the grandma.
Oh, for sure.
But the uncle and the grandma, I think, really worked for me in this movie. They're the ones that really put the smile on my face, if that makes sense.
All right, no, for sure, man. I will say the action score really went well with the fight scenes and the technology. They gave Blue Beetle a new sound and a new energy. I'm a sucker for like synthesizer sounds, and that was a cool score for the movie.
Yeah.
Brought a new energy. It was dynamic. It wasn't no rock and roll or anything. It was like straight electronic, and I thought it went with the idea of an alien suit taking over a human.
Yeah.
It was dope.
It
man.
worked.
Score was it hit.
You want to talk about Nana or?
I'll talk about the grandmother, man.
Yeah.
She brought a dynamic too, and she focused on the culture in a way where I thought it was organic and it was funny and it was heartfelt, because we all have grandmothers. We can all relate to grandmothers, and they're family first oriented, but it's always that love for that grandson. You know what I'm saying? And I felt that.
Yeah.
She had organic moments where it came to the humor, the lightheartedness. Just when she was just being grandma, it was funny. Her watching her shows, watching cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
Watching movies and stuff, just her being around the family. She was the glue, like you said. I agree with that 100%. And I think it worked, though. It kind of got to a point where it was like, man, I want to see more of the grandmother, because she had more stories to tell, because the time and the experience, the history behind her.
She was like, there's things I ain't tell you about me. I was like, oh,
So
there it is. That explains a lot.
Her voice of reasoning and explaining made sense to her decision making and her choices that she made throughout the movie. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Grandma.
Grandma, I think all the actresses are very beautiful in this, but Grandma just did something for your boy, man. I ain't gonna lie, G. She took the ponytails and I was like,
all right, real one.
Look at Grandma over here. You gonna be my sugar mama? What's up? You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
She put the work in. She did.
Hey, she got things done. Personally, I like a woman that, get things done.
Hey.
And Grandma was getting things done.
real.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait for me.
Yeah.
I'll be there. All right. So, any more good?
That's it, bro. That's where I'm at.
You say you're done. All right, bet. Let's get into the bag. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Luther. Now go ahead. All right.
All right.
I'm waiting for this.
My first bad is the Scarab AI, simply because I don't like what they did with it. And for those who have had a sample, a taste, or know a little bit about Blue Beetle and the AI in the Scarab, you might feel me when I say that. I feel like the relationship between them went by too quickly, and things that they did with the Scarab, it didn't feel earned to me, as far as the AI is concerned. And I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. So I'll just say the AI, they could have done more with it and leave it at that.
Okay. For me, it's one of those things where I feel the script focused too much on the family element. Like when you talk about how certain characters brought more to the table than the actor, for me personally. And when you look at the script and what they were giving us, it was so family based. When you look at the trailers, you're coming to see Blue Beetle, but you don't really get Blue Beetle. You see Blue Beetle, but you don't get Blue Beetle. And that was the biggest problem for me with the movie, because I wasn't able to invest my viewing experience in Blue Beetle. I was more focused on other characters. Jaime kept taking his mask off. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I said it.
It's a big factor.
He kept doing it. I saw Cobra Kai. All right, well, put your mask on. All right, let's break half the mask off.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Put the mask back on. Do something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just kept pulling me out, and then it went back to family. Blue Beetle was literally a backup dancer. Family was the singer. Backup singer was the script story. Then Blue Beetle was last. And when you know me, when I come to see a movie that's titled Blue Beetle, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, The Flash, X-Men, Fantastic Four, I'm coming to see that. If you had said The Amazing Adventures of Family and Blue Beetle, then I wouldn't care. But I didn't get Blue Beetle like I thought I was going to get Blue Beetle. I got good scenes. That was fun, but I didn't get Blue Beetle.
All right, so I'm gonna say going in, the movie did have some pacing issues, and I think the title is misleading. This movie should have just been called Representation Matters because they spent more time on that than making a comic book movie. It takes a long while to get going. The longevity, it wears off at a certain point, and it got to a point for me where I was just like, just get in the suit and do something.
It sounds like Iron Man right now.
And he does that. But when it happens, it's like, all right, Blue Beetle's here. And then it goes back and then it goes away to this drama with the family again. And it's like the side characters end up hijacking the main narrative arc, which is our main character, Jaime Reyes. You know what I'm saying? And then, he's, like you said, outside of the suit and stuff like that. This movie didn't really know what it wanted to be. It was so focused on representing the culture and not representing the hero that we came to see, the character. Yeah. And I think what happened was the writers and directors were not trying to make the same movie. I don't think everybody was on the same page when it came to the crew and cast members. You got some that wanted to show the culture, which is fine. That's great. You can do that. But your movie is titled Blue Beetle. And you guys are more focused on representation and throwing that at the audience instead of just letting us love it on our own and letting us decide what sticks and what doesn't.
Yeah.
And it hurts because you could have done both, but you chose one over the other. And the other part of that movie had to suffer because of that.
That's true.
Yeah.
What about you, G? Any more?
Yeah, I'm right there with y'all. The overindulgence in the family stuff is a big negative to me because I like the family characters for the most part, but I feel like after a certain point they were in the way because, like you said, the movie is called Blue Beetle. We were here to see Blue Beetle, and Blue Beetle and Jaime kind of got shafted in the movie. Like I've sat through this movie, and I still really don't know who Jaime is, what he's about. And I know certain parts, I know certain things about him, I know certain stances that he takes, but who he is, it's like, okay, but who are you, and why are you the person that fits this scarab? Yeah. And it doesn't give us that.
Well, they say they just chose him, but I know what you mean.
But it doesn't give us that, and because of that, it feels like to Rona's point that the movie is lacking identity because the identity of the main character was never established.
I feel you. One more bad. Well, 1.5. The villain arc was terrible. Very offensive. Wasn't feeling it. Not saying Susan's acting was bad. Not saying it at all. Just the way they wrote her. I thought she should have brought more to the table. That's a phenomenal actress. You know what I mean? If you guys don't know, that's Thelma Louise right there, man. So I thought that actress should have got more as far as her plot and why she wanted to do things. It was very sidebarred. It wasn't a lasting impression. The jokes did not hit. One guy in the audience, he kept laughing. He was laughing a lot, but the jokes were like, I don't know, like it was like, should I laugh or should I, like, the way they wrote it was it supposed to be funny or is it supposed to be sad? You know what I mean? So it kind of left you like, is that supposed to be funny? I don't find it funny, but why is this guy laughing? You know what I mean? It's like that. You know what I mean? So A lot of the jokes felt flat, but George Lopez, being a comedian that he is, he just naturally can make you, smile and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I got that, but when they wrote a joke, and when there's a joke supposed to be there, because you see the lineup of the punches, but then you kind of feel bad. You're like, wait, that's not supposed to be funny. Wait, why? Oh man, they did that?
Yeah.
Oh, that looked bad.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what I mean? So it was like that. Like, it's whatever with that.
I will say, just if you are familiar, knowledgeable about Blue Beetle, take your knowledge, throw it out the window, because it's just the title at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
then also, I felt like we didn't spend enough time at the core industries. I wanted to get more into the sci-fi tech of it, because the core industries was supposed to be the historic foundation of the mythology. That's the place where we should have did the world building, because again, it's still focused on Blue Beetle's world.
Yeah.
Core industries had a lot to offer. We saw the different suits and things like that, but I felt like that was where time should have been spent, since that's where our main character was trying to get introduced to and, get his job or whatnot. But it was weird, man. Like, they were trying to figure out, like, let's focus on the family, because nothing else is really sticking. And I don't think they understood that Blue Beetle was tied to other characters. So by you bringing in core industries, by default, you have to explain those things.
Yeah, they did a poor job of that.
So we didn't get any of that. It just was random scenes happening with our main character. And he didn't know either. So he's like the audience in the sense, you know what I'm saying? But he's got to be a step ahead of us because he's the main character. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird, man. And I had to play like, I was like the new character, like coming in and being introduced to him for the first time.
Yeah.
Because, my fellow colleagues here, they introduced me. They let me know, well, they're more the Blue Beetle guys. I'm just here for the adventure and
I'm
stuff like
gonna take
that.
you for a ride.
Yeah.
There it is.
So, like, it's give or take, man. But depending on what you're looking for or what you're showing up for, that's up to the audience, man. But Blue Beetles, we didn't get that.
All right. Well, let's give this movie a grade. Gentlemen, see, what do you give Blue Beetle? I feel like it should be more to that title, right? It just says Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
Blue Beetle in the Nights or something. I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say it should have a different title, because this really doesn't feel like a Blue Beetle movie. It just feels like a family movie with Blue Beetle in it. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give this movie 3 stars.
All right. For me, it had fun moments. I felt the script lacked. The jokes didn't hit. But at the same time, you do go see, when you do see Blue Beetle, you do get excited. It does look cool. For a split second, I did feel like a kid again. It's one of those movies, man. Maybe I gotta watch it again. Maybe it's one of those, but it for me personally, it doesn't hit as hard as I think it should hit. I'm gonna give this movie, I'm down the middle with it, 2.5 stars out of 5 stars.
Okay. I'm going to say this movie has a lot of potential, and there's definitely good elements in there. And there are some fun moments, but I think it feels incomplete at the end of the day. Like, there's things that missed the mark as far as script and directing. And they focused on the wrong things when telling us it was a superhero movie. I'm going to give it 2 stars, man.
There it is.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. You know what I mean? We kept that 100 with y'all. You see what I'm saying? Because we do that. Nah.
Hey, but look,
Why you look so mad? Golly.
Open up.
Jeez.
But I will say, look, man, let us know what you thought in the comments.
Yeah.
Go see the movie for yourself. Check it out. Take what we say for a grain of salt, because everybody has a different point of view on things. And let us know what you think as well, man.
Because guess what? It's not about us.
It's
about
y'all.
Post your comments down below. Let us know what y'all thought about this review. And if you've seen Blue Beetle, I want to know what you give the grade, what grade you give the movie in the comment section down below. I'm J3.
We're on the Shogun.
Woo!
Ninja Says.
It's your boy C.
Road to 100,000 subscribers, y'all.